100,000 people died.
Evacuees remain in shelters this morning.
At least 47 deaths.
We were with her as she tried to reach her family.
This one doesn't even ring.
Following natural disasters, survivors are often left with no means of communication and can do nothing but sit and wait to be saved by rescue crews. The Hive's goal is to save lives by connecting people when it is needed the most. Deploying our own Easy Connect network allows anyone with a Wi-Fi enabled device to establish means of communication. Our inexpensive nodes can be dropped in the disaster area via drone, can run off a battery for weeks, and be used to form an interconnected network of nodes. With the addition of a small solar panel, our technology could run for an indefinite amount of time. They automatically connect to one another, making the technology viable to create a network over a large area and produce a reliable means for anyone in the vicinity to contact emergency crews and loved ones. We call the network TheHive.
Following Hurricane Harvey, a 1,346 square mile area lost 95% of their cell towers, leaving 180,000 homes without service. The hurricane left 68 dead and 14 injured, including a man whose house burned down around him while rescue crews tried to locate him. The Google Loon project with their balloons has put forth an effort to help, but in order to use their network you need to have an LTE-enabled device with AT&T. Of the population that uses LTE devices, only 35% have AT&T. This leaves a large percentage of the population with no means of communication. The Hive creates a network to connect survivors with emergency responders to reduce casualties. The nodes can also identify where people are connecting and give emergency crews accurate population densities. All the rescue crews need to do is connect to the mesh themselves and verify that they are part of the relief efforts. By knowing the locations of survivors, they can develop a successful rescue strategy. Conversely, a map on our platform can show survivors where the rescue crews are and where they have been.
This type of communication is vital to relief efforts. City Manager Mario Gisbert of Panama City Beach summarized this issue to NPR.
One of the biggest problems we have right now is one of the issues that you and your station and I have been dealing with all morning, and that's communication. We have almost no lines of communication.
This need for communication in conjunction with our scalability and low cost will drive our sales. At just $50 per unit, this project is both affordable and easily scalable. In comparison, alternative, less effective communication systems such as Google Project Loon cost tens of thousands of dollars to fly. We hope to use government contracts to drive our long-term profitability and unit sales to NGOs to drive our short-term profitability for sustainable growth.
We want to use funding from this competition to develop additional prototypes and to continue to fund our patent application.